It is Monday, January 25th of 2021, and I've had an eventful couple of days. I'll talk about that today on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! Bam! There. I didn't bam it right. And good morning! Welcome to Guy's Daily Drive. This is like the 6th or 7th show, maybe more than that I've done this month, which is it's a pretty good amount of output. And I had so much stuff between Guy's Daily Drive, Mac to the Future, and the MyMac Podcast. I got lazy and I just kind of let it all build up. So I went on an editing marathon over the last few days. Finally edited last week's, I think it was 8:33, MyMac Podcast. Got that uploaded, both audio and video. And I had 7 Guys Daily Drives going all the way back to the first or second, I think. But a bunch of them. Had a bunch of them to do. And this morning, I woke up at like 3 in the morning, so I went downstairs to the man cave and finally got the last of it. I had like 3 left to do. Got those edited and uploaded, both audio and video. So I'm all, right now, except for when I'm recording at this very moment, I am all caught up on all my audio and video projects. Now, I haven't done this week's MyMac Podcast for a very, very good reason. We didn't record one. And I'll tell you why. So, hold on there, truck. So I had an appointment on Friday for my second COVID shot. And myself and a guy that I know from work who kind of does the same thing I do, we drove down together because he had one on the same day and got our shots, waited like the 15 minutes for all the good that does, to make sure that you weren't going to have some kind of, I guess, immediate reaction. Then we left and we went back to our respective houses, though we did stop at this place that I've been wanting to go to for a while for lunch, called District Taco. And I guess they've got 4 to 6 area locations. And it was pretty good. I had 3 steak tacos and pretty much tell them how you want it made. And they make it right there. It was quite tasty. I really enjoyed it. And then we went home. That evening, I finished the Mac to the Future live cast. Video edit. And got that uploaded. And got vertshark.com updated. And the only real reaction that I had at that point was my arm hurt. My right arm, which is where they gave me the vaccine. It hurt. It hurt quite a lot. But then I got up the next day and I just felt lousy. I felt like I had a bad cold in that I was dizzy. I have tinnitus, and anytime I get a bad cold, as my ears fill up or whatever, when I turn my head, the sound changes. And I know that doesn't quite make any sense, but if you have tinnitus, you basically have like this constant ringing in your ear. And I would turn my head and that tone would kind of change a little bit. And you might think that's welcome, but it's not, because what it basically means is the pressure in your ears is changing, which makes you feel dizzy, and so it wasn't a good time. So we didn't record the MyMac Podcast that day because I was pretty sick. And woke up yesterday and I was feeling a little better, which is a good thing based on all the stuff that happened that day, but was still not really 100%. So we just kind of decided we were going to give the podcast a miss. Who's watching? Oh, I can't quite read it. Sorry. Matt? Somebody, I think? For those who don't know, I record this on an iPhone SE while driving to work, and I do it live. The problem is the screen is a little small. So because the screen is small, I can't always see who's popping up to listen, or can't always read the content. It looks like Matt Frost. I think that's right. Matt, thank you, if that's your real name, for tuning in live. I really do appreciate it. So I wasn't feeling well on Sunday. And about 2:30, I was in the process of making a loaf of bread, and I actually had just pulled it out of the oven when I got a call from my son Guy, who has been going through kind of a tough time of it lately. He and his girlfriend, who they just moved in together down in Richmond, had just broken up. And, it was, I'm not going to go into the details, but there was all kinds of drama. Some of it, she related, some of it he related. And I'm sure that if you asked either one of them, it was the other person's fault. And I'm like, okay, don't care. Doesn't matter. You're my son. I'm going to do what I can in whatever way I can to help you. But he was really, really upset. And I could tell that what he kind of needed was to get out of that apartment for at least a couple of days. So I asked him if he wanted to come up for a few days. And at first he was like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to be a burden, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm coming down to get you. So pack a bag, get some stuff together, and come on up. So I left the house right at 3, right as the Green Bay Tampa game started. And so I listened to that game most of the way down there. And I could tell right from the start that it didn't look like the outcome I wanted, which was a Green Bay victory over Tampa Bay. So I am not a Tom Brady fan. It was not going to happen. That Tom Brady and the Buccaneers were going to be the first NFL team ever to host a Super Bowl in their home stadium and be one of the participants. And don't you think that that's not something that Tom Brady is thinking is another feather in his cap? He's like, oh, for God's sake. I just want him to go away, and he refuses to go away. So I got down to Richmond and, spent half hour or so in Guy's apartment. And now I was getting hungry because I hadn't eaten since that morning where I had 2 poached eggs on toast, or what my dad called poached eggs, which is really just boiled eggs on buttered toast. But it's still good, and I really like it. But that's all I'd had, and that was like at 9:30. So I was, by 5 o'clock, which is when I got to Guy's house, I was really, really hungry. So, the more we sat there and the more Guy was talking, it was like, let's stop talking and hey, it's a go fast car. Let's stop talking and let's get on the road, because the sooner we get on the road, the sooner I can get something to eat, because I'm really hungry. So Guy took the hint, because I was basically saying, let's leave so that I can get something to eat. And he put his stuff in the car, and off we went. And was really lucky. There was very little in the way of traffic, which I appreciate, because I cannot stand traffic, especially when I know it's going to be a long trip. And I was already tired, because I'd been up kind of early, kind of like today. So we drive from Richmond to Fredericksburg and fill the car up with gas. And I actually wanted to go inside and sit at a table at like a Cracker Barrel or something like that. But the guy isn't feeling up to sitting in a restaurant yet. So I was like, okay. So we just got some Wendy's instead and finished the drive last night. All good and well. But, I mean, it was just like from 3 o'clock until 7:30. It was like go, 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 go. You know, driving to Richmond, picking up Guy, driving back, getting gas, getting food. And it just was tiresome. At least I thought it was tiresome, because after we got Guy back to the house and he was settled in, I went and downstairs and was going to do some more stuff, and I did do some more stuff. I got out some more videos, got them uploaded to YouTube, and all of that good stuff was taken care of, except for 3 videos, which I did this morning. So now I am all caught up on videos. Guy is up at the house. It's good to have him there. He can kind of get his bearings a little bit. His girlfriend has been taking stuff out of the apartment, stuff, and you know, stuff she owned. You know, not saying she's a thief. So she was coming up with her dad to pick up some of the stuff that she owned, and that was, I think, part of what set Guy off a little bit. It's like, okay, no, we're gonna be fine. Just needed to come home for a few days. Get the ground under his feet again. So that was my weekend. COVID shot, felt sick, but really wasn't. And then a drive to Richmond and back, while still not feeling great. All right. You can reach me. We're going to end all this. Thank you all so very much for downloading and listening to Guy's Daily Drive. Tell him I'm tired. He's thinking, what am I saying? You know, are you saying anything of any consequence? I was like, no, but it's Guy's Daily Drive, so it doesn't matter. Quite true there, brain. So you can reach me by email, guy@mymac.com. You can reach me on the Twitters. I am MacParrot and VertShark. So easy to find. You can also reach me on YouTube. Just look up the VertShark playlist and then like, share, subscribe. Did you see it? Like, share, subscribe. Can't think of anything that would be easier to do than liking, sharing, and subscribing VertShark over there on the YouTubes. And if you haven't had enough VertShark yet, there's also VertShark.com, which has all of the audios, all of the videos, everything. That is the destination du jour for Guy's Daily Drive, the Mac to the Future livecast, and the MyMac Podcast, at least the video version of it.